Here on set, and they're full of the stories to do with the Green presidential candidate, Eva Joly. She's on all the front pages today, isn't she?
Remember yesterday she gave Le Monde an interview where she really attacked the socialist presidential candidate François Hollande. She called him the puppet of the nuclear industry. Now nearly all the front pages have picked up on that today. François have gone with Hollande, the Joly malaise today, with the two of them there on that front page. Over at Le Parisien, they've got psychodrama at the Greens with Joly there, and Libération has gone for the Green ordeal with just her signature red glasses, and Le Figaro, Eva Joly, the casting error. Their editorial says the Greens are starting to worry now they may have picked the wrong presidential candidate because she just can't stop attacking other left-wingers. The left-wing paper Libération isn't very nice to her either. In their editorial, they say she's hopelessly amateur in the way that she goes about doing those kinds of interviews, and that she, of course, should be laying into Sarkozy, not fellow left-wing candidates. They report her spokesperson resigned yesterday because they just can't see eye to eye, and several of the most senior Green politicians, including the party's founder, Daniel Cohn-Bendit, have turned around and said that she's just not got the right approach. Hollande, of course, though, is stuck with her now because the two parties signed an agreement to make an electoral pact, giving the Greens some seats if the socialists win that election. So Le Monde is laughing at this in the cartoon on their front page this morning. They show François Hollande there bent over backwards with Eva Joly strapped to his back, and Sarkozy next to him with Merkel on his back. They're using the old Serge Gainsbourg song, Je t'aime moi non plus there. I love her, me neither. Neither of them too happy with the burdens that they've been saddled with in terms of political allies in that cartoon.
I'm not sure which of the two of them is more uncomfortable or
they
in
both
pain,
look quite
perhaps,
awkward,
in that
don't
way.
they?
Exactly. Another big story on the front page about youth unemployment, this one.
Yeah, maybe France just doesn't love its youth. That's the big headline at Le Monde. Now, they've done a poll of people over 30 inside that paper, and they found out that 63% of them think young people are egotistical, 53% think they're lazy, and 64% think that they're apathetic.
Oh dear.
I know, it's not very nice, is it?
Not really.
And Le Monde does say in their editorial that this isn't very fair because young people are entering a job market where they've got lower prospects than ever, lots of them have big debts, and it's the older generation that are being egotistical, the paper says, because they're concentrating on protecting what they've already acquired, like pensions, and not creating any political pressure to try and create initiatives to help young people who are suffering, of course, from such high unemployment.
General election in Morocco tomorrow. Particular interest here because there's such a high number of Moroccans living here in France.
Yes, a fragile hope for change in Morocco. That's the headline here at the paper La Croix. Inside, they take a look at the two candidates running in that election. There's one, the current outgoing finance minister, who's gone for a more conservative approach. He says what Morocco needs is evolution, not revolution. He doesn't want too much of a change in the constitutional monarchy that exists there now, which doesn't actually give the parliament set to be elected tomorrow all that much power. He's going up against an Islamist candidate who's riding the wave of the Arab Spring, calling for more change. But the La Croix says inside that actually lots of Moroccans feel that neither party represents them. They want much deeper, further-reaching change than the politicians have actually realised, and lots of them plan not to vote in that election.
And finally, the most important couple in Europe. They're meeting at Mario Monti today, but what is going on between Sarkozy and Merkel?
That's what Le Parisien's asking. The secret history of Merkozy is the headline of an article they've got today. They've got that quite nice portrait with half of Sarkozy's face and half of Merkel's in a Jekyll and Hyde fashion.
It's a bit evil.
It does a bit, doesn't it? But they're asking, they're trying to present a united front, but do they actually get on? The paper says that Merkel finds Sarkozy's kind of habit of making spontaneous announcements without consulting with her very annoying. She finds him unpredictable, whereas he, on the other hand, thinks that she has no imagination and she catches up with all of his ideas 3 months too late. So there's quite a lot of difference still between them, especially, of course, over whether the European Central Bank should act as a lender of last resort. That's one thing they can't agree on at the moment.
Merkozy troubles. All right, Elena, thank you very much. That's Elena Casas here with the papers here on France 24. Coming up in focus, as Elena was just telling us, elections in Morocco due tomorrow have been dismissed by protesters as nothing but a piece of theatre. We're going to be visiting a town seen as a hotbed of opposition to ask young people if they think they will make any difference or are just an attempt by the king to stay in power. We'll have that after the break.